Hello and welcome to TIM-DND. Today we're going to talk about alignment. Alignment has become a divisive topic for most D&D players and dungeon masters. There are those that believe that the use of a fixed alignment for entire races, such as orcs or goblins, is the equivalent to being racist in our reality. There are also those who think that removing alignment effectively gives your characters too much anxiety about killing anything, as no creature can be seen as the bad guy. I won't try and discuss all of the alignment arguments in this video, as I would not be able to do any of them justice, and there are already plenty of videos out there which discuss these. I will, however, present my understanding of alignment and discuss how I use alignment in the game. Before making this video, I watched Matthew Colville's video on alignment to ensure that I was not simply rehashing things that had been said before. I was actually quite shocked by his views on this subject. I've changed how I view alignment significantly over the last few years, and Matt's video that I watched is 8 years old, so potentially he may have changed his opinion on it by now. But Matt came across as very prescriptive on his attitude to alignment. He mentions a few examples of players taking evil alignment and then not doing evil things, and a good aligned character that kept doing evil things and had his or her alignment changed. Matt Colville has played with Matt Mercer, and so I suppose I should not have been too surprised by this, as Matt Mercer famously adjusted a player's alignment on the Critical Role show due to her actions over the course of the game. I personally think that you should never adjust a player character's alignment as it is a defining part of the character they have created. Why do I disagree so heavily with both Matts on alignment? Because I view alignment very differently, certainly to how Matt Colville describes his views 8 years ago, and I'll try to explain my views in this video. If you haven't seen Matt Colville's video, I would suggest you check it out as well as all of his running the game videos, which are a very useful tool to any dungeon master or player just starting the game. I see alignment as a base level for the character or monster's behaviour. The alignment definitions give a broad idea of how that character or creature looks at the world, the people within it, and how they interact with them. So on the face of it, this seems very similar to how the books describe alignment and how Matt Colville uses alignment, and for that matter, how everyone has suggested that alignment should work in the game. How I differ is that I don't believe that alignment is the only thing that affects the character or monster's behaviour, and therefore stepping away from the alignment that a character has written on their sheet is perfectly fine as long as it can be justified in the story and the character plays out the internal conflict in some way. In most movies and books, the main character develop and how they look at the world due to the obstacles that are in the way of their goal. This is a basic storytelling trope. The character attempts to achieve something, fails, adjusts their thinking, tries again, succeeds. This creates drama because the character has to go against their initial instinct to solve the problem. Without the ability to go against alignment, Bilbo Baggins does not leave the Shire. Captain America doesn't refuse to sign the superhuman registration document. Dumbledore does not use children to fight his battles, or at least gives them the information they need to do so efficiently. And Superman does not ask Batman if he bleeds. Okay, some of these would be better if they didn't happen, but you get the point. Characters working against their alignment are more interesting to watch or read about. They are also more interesting to play. Playing out the actions of an evil character who still works to the betterment of their friends is fun, and who says that evil characters can't have friends anyway? Gru has the minions, the Godfather has his family, Thanos has the Black Legion. Being evil doesn't mean you want to be alone. How many times have you done something, thought about it, apologised, and uttered the words, "I wasn't thinking straight," or "I didn't mean it"? Sometimes we do things due to an emotional state which makes us act against our core alignment. Anger, fear, greed, envy. In fact, any of the deadly sins would be emotional states that could make you act against your alignment. A lawful good barbarian stands before the villain, axe raised. The villain surrenders, but still says that his actions were justified. The barbarian sneers at the villain. I'm not falling for that again. I let you live last time. Now you die. Then he chops off his head. Normally, the barbarian would have been inclined to take the villain captive so he could stand trial, but having seen his brother killed in front of him and half the population of the universe turned to dust, he was considerably angry at this time and allowed his emotions to dictate his actions. A lawful evil NPC, having been defeated by his son, the hero, watches as his master, the evil necromancer, attacks the hero with lightning from his fingertips. The hero calls out in agony. In a moment of enlightenment, the lawful evil NPC attacks the necromancer from behind, flinging him into a bottomless pit. The evil NPC has not undone any of the evil deeds that he performed in the previous adventures and is still lawful evil, but that moment touched him enough to act outside of this alignment. These examples are obviously taken from specific movies, which I won't name. If you've seen them, you probably recognise them. But they act as very good examples of how characters, potentially in a game, can act outside their alignment. I started this video by stating that the DM should never change a character's alignment. This does not, of course, mean that the players themselves cannot decide that their alignment should be changed. If a character has experienced something which could potentially alter their core alignment, then they should be allowed to change their alignment accordingly. This should be done with the DM's knowledge, and the DM should ensure that the players don't flip alignment too often. Alignment is a character's core view of the world and how they fit within it, and these views should not be changed easily. Only a key incident that affected the character's outlook on life could affect such a change, such as a bereavement, being betrayed, or meeting a god. These things could all have a profound effect on your character's perception of the world around them. If, as a dungeon master, you think that a character should change their alignment, you can suggest this to them, but you should always follow your players' wishes on this. Matt Mercer, who I mentioned before, changed an alignment. Personally, I feel he was completely wrong in this. It should not be done. It works against what your players want their character to be. So consider yourself told, Matt Mercer. I'm right, you're wrong. Clearly, I'm the more experienced person in this. Alignment is a tool to be used as a guide for players and the DM. Like all of the game, it is a malleable tool and can be used as you see fit. These are just my opinions. They work for me, but the beauty of this game is that you can do your own thing. Tell me about how you use alignment in the comments below, and while you're there, leave a like and subscribe to help the channel out. See you around.